My name is Wayne Kelly, and I'm a craft beer enthusiast. Back in the 90s, I managed a craft beer bar and became an avid home brewer. Since then, I've tried as many beers as I can get my hands on. I'm not a famous beer expert, but I do love craft beer and everything related to the craft beer industry. My wife Nadia has become a craft beer fan too, so she's joined me on my quest to explore the American beer revolution. We're visiting Vinton, Virginia today. Why are we here? Because Twin Creeks Brewing is here. That's why. Opened in 2016, Twin Creeks is already in the process of expansion. That's awesome. With a 5-barrel brew house, they're able to produce a wide variety of beer styles. Let's see if we can talk to one of the brewers of this quickly growing beer establishment. So, Andy, how in the world did you get started in brewing in general? Like, what happened before Twin Creeks Brewing opened? What were your interests?
Well, honestly, one day I discovered I liked beer.
One day you discovered it?
One day I discovered it. I used to travel.
How does one just discover all of a sudden one day?
Go back about 10, 12 years.
Okay.
And this is long before there was a lot of craft beer in Roanoke. Right. So I traveled a lot to the West Coast for business from a previous job. And after work, I'd go try these things out called craft breweries. I had no clue what they were.
Right.
So I ended up really liking it. I started like everybody else with what's the lightest thing you have.
Sure.
So, and that after,
ease your way into it.
Exactly. And, by the time I finished all those travels, it was what's the hardest IPA you have?
No, that's great. You could say he's expanded his palate since then.
So my brother and I, which is one of our business partners, started doing that at home. We started in my kitchen about 10 years ago and completely made a mess. And it was the first beer
Tasty mess.
Oh, well, no, it really wasn't that good either.
All right,
so.
well. Practice makes perfect.
But we just kept doing it and trying to get better. And Jason, my brother, his really significant contribution to this is he's a whiz with recipes. So he's the brains behind the recipes that we brew to this day.
Great.
Barry, the other partner, and myself, we're both engineers. So our contribution is the equipment and process side. So we pooled all our money together and we bought a nice, really a professional small batch system that we called our homebrew system.
So it was kind of like what some places would use as a pilot brewing system, right?
And that's exactly what we use as a pilot brew system here. We still use it.
Awesome. Great.
In 2015, we were brewing probably 2-3 times a week and giving more beer away than we were drinking.
He said 2 to 3 times a week.
A week. And
that's dedication. Or craziness, but a little bit.
There were certain weeks we didn't, but most of the time that was what we
averaged.
That's a lot. It was. So we entered 9 or 10 competitions that year, and we actually ended up winning first or second in 9
That's
out of those
awesome.
competitions.
Wow.
So that kind of gave us the confidence.
I'm glad that gave them the confidence to continue.
We opened up in soft openings in late October of 2016, and November 4th was our grand opening, 2016.
Wow, so it's pretty much open for business for just over a year.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, 16 to 18.
Oh, never mind. I'm not good at math.
Yeah, we just had our second anniversary, so that was a good deal. And part of our business plan, we actually went back and did some research and quickly understood that before Prohibition, that brew pubs and were the social gathering place of any town.
Every neighborhood had one.
And that's what we were looking to do here. We weren't our goal at first wasn't really to go, statewide or national.
Sure.
We
And
just
there's no
wanted to brew
need to.
good beer
No need to.
and have a cool place to hang out. And I think that's what we've created. Probably 60 to 75% of our clientele definitely is local, and they're 2 to 3, sometimes all days, every day, week.
No, that's fantastic.
No names will be mentioned. But also, we get a lot of people, through Google searches or Facebook that come in and visit us, just doing the normal brewery tours.
If you could be a beer, what beer would you be?
If I could be a beer,
Yeah.
well, you said you were going to throw me. That's definitely one of them.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
curveball.
that definitely a curveball. Being a beer, all right.
It could be for any reason. Either the quality of the beer reminds you of yourself, or
Man, it's hard to answer that without sounding totally conceited.
some people had problems with it. Other people are like, oh, I know exactly what it is. So.
Strange as it sounds, probably a kolsch because everybody likes it.
There you go. Well, kolsch, they're light, they're refreshing. Everybody likes them.
Everybody likes it.
It's a kolsch. That's awesome. While you're holding that
While I'm
glass.
on the beer, yes. Our company motto is good equipment, good process, and good ingredients make great craft beer. So, and all that focuses on quality. And
Amen.
So,
Cool.
I'm looking forward to tasting that good process and ingredients. Let's see what some of their customers have to say.
Phil, what are you drinking today?
Right now I'm drinking the New England IPA.
And it looks very New England.
It is very hazy. Yeah,
And from the looks of it, you like it.
I do like it. We did a flight and this was my favorite. However, I'm partial to New England IPA, so
So
it
it was
is.
probably going to be your favorite anyway.
Right.
But, I mean, it looks tasty.
It is very tasty.
I did like the New England IPA as well, though. It was probably my favorite.
Unfortunately, it's not a nice sunny day outside. A little dreary, but it's a good day for drinking beer. So what did you end up ordering?
Where's the rum gone porter?
That sounds awesome.
It is awesome.
I guess there must not be any actual rum in there because that must be the where's the rum gone.
Right.
But I'm assuming it doesn't taste like it was aged in a rum barrel. That's probably where they were going with it. Are you noticing anything unique about
I
it?
haven't even tried it
You
yet.
haven't even tried
I'm
it yet.
waiting for it.
I mean, it looks awesome. It looks like a stout milkshake. You got
Yeah.
nice froth on the top, but it looks like you're going to like it.
The color looks fantastic.
I predict
That's what
that
I
you're
go
going to
for.
like it. I think I'm going to like it too. So.
I don't know when the brewery thing started in Southwest Virginia, and I've been
Right.
here, I've been living here since 1990.
Right.
And I'm so glad it did explode.
I did that too. Well, if I had a glass, I'd say cheers. So, chink. I'm going to pretend. Well, I'm going to go taste some beers.
Oh, definitely do. Listen to what they recommend, because these people
I'm gonna try them
really
all.
don't. Yeah, that's the best.
I get to try them all.
You'll be very happy.
I'm looking forward to being very happy. You can get your liquid happiness to go, too. And now my favorite part, the beer tasting. Of course.
So, we're here at Twin Creeks, obviously, to start our tasting. They've got 18 beers on tap. 18. That's a lot. As you can see, I'm not alone this time. I'm here with Jonathan, the Bearded Beer Man. Any of you who watched the last episode will know him from the interview that we did. Kind of impromptu interview, but it was fun. It was fun. So I decided I wanted him here to help me taste some beer. Okay, so the first one that I'm getting ready to try is the Winter Stout.
This beer is, there's no actual coffee in the beer. It's the roasted malt
The
that's
roasted
actually
malt
giving it that
smells
flavor.
good.
Yeah.
So let's give it a try. That's really tasty. I'm not a huge stout fan, but a good stout I can really appreciate. It's got a lot of flavors going on. My tongue's still a little confused, but I'm tasting some coffee, and like you said, there's no coffee in it, but it has that coffee-like flavor to it.
The thing I like about this beer is it's very dark roasted malt, and it almost has like a dark chocolate or coffee bitter in the middle.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
It's a really nice chocolatey, slightly coffee, real nice. You can taste just a nice roasted malt. I give that a thumbs up.
thumbs up.
Double thumbs up.
Double thumbs up.
So this is the Lemon Drop Pale Ale. As you can see, it's a little bit cloudy, you know, like you would think if you were drinking lemonade. So let's give it a taste. Now I get the lemon. It's almost as if it's a really light pale ale that has, it's more lemongrassy to me than lemon, which is nice. It's interesting. It makes it a little bit lighter.
It's an all day by the pool beer. It's very crisp, very light. Like you said, it's lemongrassy, and it has just a tinge of the bitter on the backside, which always makes a good pale ale.
He's right. All right, so this is their pumpkin ale. I'm not usually a big fan of pumpkin ales, but that's usually just because of the spices they put in it.
Right.
If it's just pumpkin, I can imagine it would be a really nice soft mouthfeel and creamy. So let's give it a sniff. All right, I'm getting pumpkin pie smell, so I think we got some pumpkin pie spices in it, but it's not overwhelming. It's not overwhelming. It's actually pretty nice. I could actually put some of that behind my ears, and I'd be happy.
Smells like Christmas. And it's crisp and clean. It's nice, easy drinking beer. Yeah.
I would actually drink a pint of that, which is saying a lot because I normally wouldn't if it's a pumpkin ale.
Me too. But I would drink that one.
Okay.
My favorite.
So now we go to the Nitro Stout. As you can see, there's a bit of a difference in the way these two glasses look. And that's because this one's on the CO2 and this one's on the Nitro. That's pretty thick, dark stuff. Got the nice coffee, slightly chocolatey nose, but not real strong. It just smells good. It smells really good. First thing that I noticed because of the Nitro is it's very smooth.
Yes.
Gives it a real velvety texture.
It kind of mutes the flavors a little bit on Nitro, but it still has that same dark roasty flavor. It has the coffee essence, the dark chocolate essence. It has that nice little bitter in the middle that I like. But what makes this beer so special is it has a little lactose sweetness on the backside, so it kind of balances it all out.
Down, right?
Yes.
Well, so that's where that milk portion comes in there.
Yes.
It's almost what it is. It's an alcoholic Hershey bar. It's not, but you know. So I like that. I really, really like that. So this is their South Pollard Street. You know, it's kind of sometimes hard to tell when the glasses are fogging up there a little bit, but not perfectly clear, which is fine by me. You know, I don't need it clear, but it looks really nice. It looks kind of like a nice honey color.
Yeah, golden honey. That's a good description.
Absolutely. To me, it tastes like just a really good, solid, almost kind of a West Coast style IPA. But it's great. He hasn't tried this one yet, so let's see what he thinks.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
I get a lot of grapefruit undertones in that. It's very citrusy. It's got a slight green hop forward flavor. It's very crisp.
It is.
And it finishes nice and easy. A little tinge of bitter and most grapefruit on the backside. It's delicious.
I see what you mean. Now that you said grapefruit, it's more to me. It's more of a white grapefruit than a pink grapefruit.
Right, like a yellow grapefruit instead of a ruby red. It's not a sweet grapefruit, it's a bitter grapefruit.
Right, that's good.
Yeah.
This is the type of beer that I love to drink when I'm in the backyard, middle of July, grilling up some steaks or pork chops or something like that, and then just standing there staring at the grill with a big smile on my face. Oh, I'm grilling and I'm drinking beer. This is the kind of beer that makes it all good. I got to finish this one. Sorry, you can't.
Oh, you're fine.
So this is the Across the Pond brown ale. I'm assuming they're talking about England. I'm not sure that this is an English accent or not, but it sounds like it, so anyway. It's a standard brown ale flavor. Kind of sweet. There's hop bite to it, but for me, it's at the end, and it's not real strong, and it's balanced real well with the malt. Kind of a sweet, almost little, not quite caramel, but maybe it's more like toffee.
Nice little malt forward sweetness, but it has a little nuttiness that balances that sweetness on the backside. It's almost like a pecan type of nutty. It's not a very overpowering flavor, but it gives it a little slighter bitter finish and a little bit dry on the backside.
Good. It's a really good brown ale. So, and it wasn't brewed across the pond. It was brewed right here in Vinton, Virginia. So, can you guess what this is? Probably, if you've dabbled in craft beers, you're probably guessing that I'm either drinking a milkshake or a New England IPA. If you guessed number 2, you'd be right. Bonus points for you. So that is really thick. That is really hazy. Which, 5 years ago, before New England IPAs really started making their mark, I would have looked at this and said, I'm not sure I want to drink that, man. But now I'm really looking forward to this. So I'm going to give it a sniff. Oh, wow. Yes. That's amazing. It's fruity. It's grapey. It's tropical. Just a lot of nose.
A lot of nose.
A lot of nose. A lot of nose. I am not worthy. I'm not worthy. Wow. That's really good. This is the type of IPA flavor that I always tell everybody I'm looking for. That's an amazing New England IPA, in my opinion. Well, see what he has.
It's a really heavy smell, so I get a tropical fruit dankness to it. And I know that's the hops, and that's it. That excites me because that beer is it's very hop forward, but it's very tropical fruity.
Absolutely.
And it has a good even flow all the way down. When it hits the back, you got a slight little bit on the backside. It's delicious.
It's delicious.
And some of our friends that I'm here with, that's their favorite beer here tonight. Yeah.
I can't let this one go to waste. Sorry.
See, I saved it for you. Because I have one.
My glass is smaller. No fair. Amber.
It's an American amber. It's all about the amber.
It better be an American amber. I'm tired of this across the pond crap. All right. So, this is an amber. Smells very ambery, but no, I'm joking, but I'm not.
It's very typical of an American style amber beer. The reference to the American versus it's like a German beer. German beers have a very distinct, or a Mexican lager. They have a very distinct taste. Well, this is the take on the beer, but it's the American style.
What he said. You ladies out there, if you've ever had any kind of face powder or cream where they've literally crushed amber in it, it's got a really specific smell to it. And oddly enough, this has it. Very, very slight. Very, very slight. Most of the dudes out there are like, what the fuck is he talking about, man? That's really nice. It's I gotta take another sip.
Well, it's sweet. It's malt forward and sweet, but it's crisp. It's a very crisp, clean beer. And what I like about the beer the most is it finishes dry.
It does.
Because I love a beer that makes you want to take another swallow. That beer makes you want to take another swallow.
It does. So
yes,
I'm going back to 2. And I want another one, but there's nothing there. It's something you could drink a lot of. You can drink it all day.
Yes.
Until you fall over, but you can drink it all day.
That's why you sit on the couch.
That's why I got a small glass of it.
Yes.
Ho ho ho, we're trying the saison. That's my French accent.
It's a savory beer.
All right, so check that out. That is a really beautiful color. It's like a nice golden honey, and it smells really, really, really nice. And I've tasted a lot of saisons that taste completely different from each other, so I want to see what this one is.
Yep.
Have you tried this yet?
I have not.
He's not. Okay. I really like that.
I like to describe a saison as floral and savory. It has a little bit of sour nose to me. Not that sour is a smell.
No,
it's not. But it's got that.
It's a smell to me. So
to me too.
To him too. So
yeah.
it must be one.
That is quite tasty.
That's tasty.
Yeah, that's. I get a little floral taste. I get a little malty taste. So we kind of got a little bitter and a little sweet going on at the same time.
There's a lot.
It's very well balanced.
There's a lot going on.
But this is a savory beer.
Dang.
Barrel tapsy.
I don't know that I want to taste this one. I still got a lot of beers to drink. I should save this one for last. So this is called Barrel Tipsy. Well, it's a beautiful color. You know, it looks kind of like a reddish caramel. Wow.
It is.
Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. Huge flavor of a bourbon barrel.
It's a bourbon nose for sure.
Oh yeah.
Kind of fruity bourbon. It's almost
Just wait till you taste it.
It's almost not caramel, but butterscotch.
It's kind of butterscotchy. Yeah, absolutely. The flavor is very bourbon barrel, very butterscotchy, a little cherry.
Yes, I get dark cherry, black cherry, I guess.
Yeah.
And the bourbon's very distinct.
It's really,
But it's not overpowering because some bourbons and beers can really overpower the flavor of the beer. I think this bourbon complements the flavor of this beer.
I think it's one notch below being too much.
Yes, it's
Like as much as you can go without being too much. It's good. It's really
slightly
good.
sweet. It's nice and bourbony, and that bourbon on the backside adds a nice dry flavor to the beer. I'm a dry fan if you hadn't gathered that by now. That's definitely good. I wouldn't have 6, but I'd have 2 or 3.
That's true. I would definitely have one big one of these. All right, so I believe this is the Where's the Rum Gone Porter. Now, you can see it's real portery, very, very dark, like a porter's supposed to be. Porters used to be my favorite beer many years ago because I love the rich malt flavor that they can have, but they also can have a lot of bitterness to them.
And being a porter is usually a little less ABV than a stout.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
So let me give this a shot. I'm excited. Wow. You can really smell a rum flavor in there. All right, let's give it a shot. Yeah.
Typically, to me, rum is the best barrel to age beer on. Oh my!
Yeah.
I got the
My
nice.
sentiments exactly.
I got the nice roastiness, but that rum is just it has a little
Really-
tinge of sweet rum flavor to it.
There's a nice roasted
Yes.
malt flavor that you want from the porter, and it's dry. You've got
almost-
the sweetness from the rum that just really
It
hangs
has a
in there.
slight little smokiness too, which complements it. That rum is that rum.
Let me see if I can find that smokiness. That's the
It's
only
a-
reason I'm
There's about that
finishing.
much of it.
Smidgen. It's the roasted malt and some really cool smokiness to it. You know, like if you drank this porter and you started to fall into the barbecue,
Yeah.
right before you hit the grate and you get that smoke and everything, like you're in Nirvana, that's where we're at.
Until you hit the fire.
Until you hit the, well, up until you hit the fire.
Yeah.
That, you know, that moment only lasts about 3 seconds if you're lucky. So
Yeah.
there we are.
That's a thumbs up too, I think.
Absolutely. I mean, I give it all my fingers. So the next one frightens me for many reasons, but it's the tequila kolsch.
Ooh.
Have you not had the tequila
I have
kolsch?
not.
You've
I'm excited
had
about
the
that.
tequila kolsch. Now, I'm frightened because tequila frightens me. Most people I know that when they drink tequila, they get like, they become raging idiots.
Yes.
They get angry.
Or forget.
Or they forget that they got angry.
Exactly.
I don't know. Tequila is one of those drinks that I just avoid. But that doesn't mean that a tequila flavor can't be bad. And I'm assuming that's what's probably going on here. So let me give it a shot. Now, that's pretty cool. It's very, kind of a hazy, lagery, pilsnery look. Woo! Wow. My God. That's very tequila-y. But you know what? Tequila-y. I don't even know how you'd say that. Tequila-y. It's very tequila-y, but at the same time, it almost smells like a little bit like rum. But anyway, let's give it a shot. Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, see?
It does have that.
I've not had anything like it ever before.
It's very tequila-esque.
Tequila-esque. That's better than tequila-y. It's good. It's good.
It's very balanced. It's got that. You get
You get the beer, but you
flavor,
get
you
get the beer, but you also get the tequila.
Yeah.
Real heavy on the tequila, but without the tequila, which for me is a good thing.
It's malty sweet, but that tequila balances out that sweet. But that carries all the way through. It doesn't have a strong finish either way. It's just as it is.
I'm always afraid to drink tequila, and I know that I can drink this and it tastes tequila, but get a beer buzz.
Yes.
So I'm a little bit safer there.
That was a really good beer.
I liked it.
That was a really good beer.
I thought I saw tequila and I was like, but I'm like, yeah,
It's
good.
tasty,
It's
yes.
tasty. It is tasty.
This
We
one.
have an extra special bitter here. Now, long time ago when I was actually a beer tender at a place kind of like this that served lots of beer, this was one of my favorites because I hadn't yet become accustomed to the hop-forward IPAs that American breweries were starting to brew. So I'm wondering if I'm going to like it as much now as I did 20 years ago. Good representation so far.
Cruising down the highway at 45. Why are you going so slow? I'm like,
They nailed it.
It's got a little pilsner.
It's a great ESP.
Oh my.
We got to know my.
It's
One more time. No, you can finish it if you like.
It's a little malty on the front, a little grassy in the middle, and it got a tinge of bitter on the back side. You have introduced me to a style that I haven't had.
Really?
Yeah, that is delicious. It's grassy. It's sweet malty.
Wait,
It's-
we need to savor this moment. He's not had an ESP before, and he likes
I'm
it.
not. It's grassy. It's malty. It's bitter. What's not to like?
What's not to like? Seriously, what's not to like? We can go no further.
Yeah.
Okay. We're on our last beer, which is probably a good thing, because I'm feeling it. Very malty and kind of a sweet smell.
Even though we've established that's really not a smell.
It's not. No, it is a smell. When it comes to beer drinkers, sweetness is a smell.
Well, in our world, it is.
Absolutely. Wow.
It is kind of a.
I get a lot of fruit, a lot of papaya.
Yes, it's a fruity and malt sweet nose, even though sweet is not
absolutely.
a smell.
No, it is. We've established sweet is a smell.
It tastes like a tropical IPA without the bitter. It's
Tropical.
It's very.
Pale ale,
It's
maybe.
yeah. It's smooth. It's malt forward sweet. It's got some nice tropical fruitiness to it.
No, to me it really smells just kind of like fruit that's been cut open and been sitting around.
It's like
for
a
while.
mango-ish.
Mango. He's got it. You
Yes,
got it right there.
mango-ish, yes.
Nail on the head. This is mango beer. Mondo Mango. So we've tasted 18 beers. I did them all right now. You did some of them earlier, and you got a whole beer there.
I have
So,
my liver is strong.
He's got a good liver for now.
I have very high tolerance. Don't try this at home.
We had a good time doing our tasting. I really appreciate Jonathan coming to giving me his take on the beers. It's fun to do something with somebody else, and you can kind of like play off somebody else's tastes. And what I like about this is that one person can taste something that the other person couldn't quite distinguish
Yes.
at that moment, and then all of a sudden they're like,
It's there. Yes.
it's there, and that's helpful.
Well, taste is so subjective.
It is.
If I like a beer, I would tell you I like a beer, but I'm not gonna tell you the beer is good or bad. I just want people to try the craft beer.
Everybody should just try as much beer as possible because that's what I think life is all about. We're put on this planet to try as much beer as possible, among other things. But you know, I'm only concentrating on the beer part.
Beer's important.
Beer is important. Benjamin Franklin once said, "Beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy." Now, there's some people that say he said that about wine, but I'm sorry,
Beer's better.
beer is better.
And on that note, I'm gonna get me some beer to go. Yeah, you better make that the big one for me.